So the cut alongside the left eye, and it's being looked at by Stanley Christodoulou, who says box on.
Again, I don't see this fight going on 10 rounds. These guys throwing too much leather, and it's going to take its toll. It has to.
That cut is alongside the eye, I believe, of Alexis Arguello, not above the eye. That right hand did not hurt Pryor.
Pryor's making the mistake of letting that left jab float.
That cut is actually above the left eye of Arguello, not alongside it, right above the eye, toward the right side of the eye. Pryor is trying to work on that as much as he can. And a good right hand by Pryor. And the blood showing all around the eye of Arguello now. That's going to give him a lot of trouble. Arguello has been stopped on cuts once before, in his first loss, as a matter of fact.
That could be a very, very significant cut. Let's see if we can detect when that cut happened. Here's an exchange midway through the round. A clean right hand alongside the left side of Arguello's face, and that could have been where the cut was formed. No, we don't see it as yet, but there we see a four-punch combination get through. Now we see the corner of Arguello working on that cut, and you can be sure that Pryor will work on it as well.
Hay que tirar flaco. Okay. Coge aire, ¿cómo te sientes? ¿Bien?
Bien, bien.
Usted primero, tienes que hacer combinación. No lo dejes con confianza, ¿ok? No lo dejes con confianza. Tú tienes que iniciar rally de 4 o 5 rounds. Tú abres con el jab. Y termina con 4 o 5 golpes. No esperes por él.
Well, the cut is a pretty nasty cut, and now I can't help but wonder if Arguello is not going to have to take the offense here.
Well, unfortunately, but I didn't have a chance to stop the bleeding. Aaron Pryor's going to hop right back on.
Pryor has picked up the pace here without question.
That lead-off right of Aaron Pryor is confusing Arguello, because Pryor moved one way, then he stopped and released that overhand right and go the opposite way.
He's not letting Alexis Arguello get his punches off. The bleeding is not very bad right at the moment. The swelling is still under the eye as well.
It's really impressive to see Aaron Pryor as a boxer.
Pryor still pressing the action here. Has definitely picked up the tempo. As he knows his man's in trouble. An uppercut, and he right back with the left hand.
That was a beautiful combination.
Right at the moment, Aaron Pryor is in control of this fight.
You'll see Aaron Pryor come under with his punches. He throws the overhand right, then follows that right hand with the straight left jab.
Arguello continuing to try to work on the eye, and it is bleeding again. There was a good right hand right on the eye.
Arguello wants to get closer. All he's doing now is stalking Pryor, trying to get close to him, trying to measure him, trying to time him for some particular punch.
Bleeding is not appreciably worse here, as Arguello's corner actually did a pretty good job of that. He's taken a couple of punches on it. It is bleeding a little bit, but it's not bleeding profusely.
Well, the tables can be turned around if Arguello just picked the pace up now, because Pryor has slowed down tremendously than he did earlier.
And that swelling under the eye is getting a little bit worse on Arguello as well. Arguello right at the moment, again, does not seem to have a lot of sting in his punches either.
Well, he's fighting a bigger man, too.
And there's the right hand, and that might have hurt Pryor. Arguello trying to follow it up, scores with another left hand, but Pryor not stepping back. Pryor does not seem hurt.
But Pryor fights harder when he's hurt, as a matter of fact. Because that left hook and that right hand by Arguello was a good, solid punch.
Panama Lewis saying, don't fight his fight, fight your fight. He also said he's a blind fighter. I'm not sure that that's completely accurate. Pryor trying to pick it up here.
You see there, Aaron Pryor gave a feint. It was very effective.
Arguello still seemingly waiting for an opportunity against Pryor here. Pryor continues to work on the eye. Takes a left hand, but doesn't step back.
But Pryor can't make too many of those mistakes. He has a very bad habit of just walking away from his opponent. And with a fight like Arguello, you can't do that.
Crowd really into this fight, as you can hear. Very much in support of Alexis Arguello, who takes the combination from Aaron Pryor.
I like the way Pryor is utilizing the whole ring. I mean, he's walking, he's stepping side to side, back and forth. The only thing I dislike is the way he keeps his hand. He floats his punches out, especially left jab. He's vulnerable for an overhand right.
He is showing another whole side of him, though. He has not been completely the brawler in this fight. And he's fighting a very intelligent fight. And a combination scores again. Doesn't hurt Arguello, but nonetheless. For the moment, that cut over Arguello's eye is closed.
Very few men can stand in the ring with Aaron Pryor. Pryor should change directions now. He's going the same direction, and Arguello's going to find him out.
A right hand missed. Referee Stanley Christodoulou warning Arguello, and between rounds, Panama Lewis went over to Christodoulou and said, tell him to keep his punches up. And Pryor tried to paw at the eye of Arguello.
Watch what happens when Arguello goes to Aaron Pryor's body and then comes back with his head. Overhand right.
Under 30 seconds remaining in the 8th round. Upstairs, just as you mentioned, Ray. And again, takes a warning for low blows. Arguello is starting to time Pryor a little bit better at the end of the 8th round. And Larry, that Arguello might have been starting to solve Pryor just a little bit.
Probably because Pryor was floating up a little bit.
Round 9.
As long as Aaron Pryor is able to maintain his pace, it'd be quite difficult for Arguello to figure him out. But once he slows down, Arguello comes on strong, gains momentum, and start working that body and up and back to the head.
Panama Lewis between rounds said to Aaron Pryor, when you get inside, duke him out.
Well, Panama wants Pryor inside to stay there, not to come out back outside. Inside, Pryor's able to keep those little short uppercuts.
Pryor is inside